You join me in Bluefin with my little man on the telly. We're going to have a good look around the shop now, doing some fishing today. Bit of harbour fishing, I think, at first, and maybe something bigger tonight. Little man's into a fish. We're going to have a good look around the shop now. There's a lot of stuff in here, something for everybody. So I'll spin you around and have a good look. I normally just show you a quick look, but you're going to have a detailed look. I tell you what, it's absolutely freezing outside though. It's all the stuff in here, all these rod setups and combos. All on the roof. All this stuff here. Plenty of mackerel feathers. There is just a lot of stuff going on in the shop, restocking and stuff, so that's why some bits are like that. But there is really something in here for everybody. Just look at all these lures. All these boxes. As I say, I'm going to get out and do some fishing in a second. It's freezing out there, so I don't know what I'm going to be catching yet. Yeah, there is stuff all through the shop. If we have a look through here, some clothing in here. As I say, there's a lot of stuff being done in here, stuff being moved around. All the clothing range. There's another room going to be having stuff in as well, but it is just a quality shop, so you must get down here and check it out. So here I am at the big dock. Just picked up some quality baits. These are squid and crab, some squid, frozen lug. The only problem is I've come straight from the tackle shop to here and all my bait's bloody frozen. So it should thaw out as we go. We've got a squid and crab wrap on there. That's a 2-up flapper with 2 bits of squid on. That wraps on a pulley. I'm going to set a little fish rod up for in the side, little micro species, and I'm going to get them in. Not got a lot of fish in here, probably about an hour till the top of the tide. So I'm going to do as much as I can done within the next hour. See if we can make it happen. It's just beautiful here, but it is absolutely freezing on the end of dock back. And I've noticed as well, a load of rubbish there from the anglers, and it's definitely anglers rubbish, and I'm going to clean it up in a bit and take it with me. We should look after these spots, people. We should respect it and keep it clean. So let's get these rods in. I'll bring you back as soon as I catch that big fish. The left rod is on the squid and crab wrap, which is tangled around my tripod. It's off now. As I say, the baits are froze solid. Literally 3 yard of baits just round the corner, and I've just come out of the freezer. But they should soften in the water, shouldn't they? So I'm going to send this wrap out. Never actually fished here. Every time I've come here, it's been really busy. There's been loads and loads. That's deep, that is. That's still dropping. Wow. Oh, it's still dropping. Still dropping. That's a deep hole out there. It's a deep hole. But yeah, I've never actually fished it. I've been here with people that have been fishing it, and I've come and parked here and edited videos and watched people fish it. But personally, I've never actually fished it. I've literally got an hour spare now. I'll film what I can because it does keep raining. It's pretty black, but I'll film what I can. If it rains too bad, then I'll have to pop the camera away. This one is on a couple of little bits of squid. When these are in, I'm going to set the little fish rod up and see if there's any micro species down the side. So cold though. So deep here. Well, one of them squids just come off. We'll leave it in for a bit because there's still one on. One definitely come off then. As I say, I'm pushed for time. Got literally an hour till the top of the tide. I want to get another rod set up now with some bits of worm on, which are frozen, solid. So just see how we go really. The little rod's just a Nash Dwarf carp rod. Perfect for this type of thing. Semi-telescopic. Probably a bit strong on the test curve for the micro species, but it's nothing like a beach caster. Can't believe how cold it is. I'm going to tie one of my little mini species rigs on there. Just fish little bits of worm. See what we can get going, because it's got to be mini species here, hasn't there? There has to be. But it is daylight fishing in, well, the middle of November, closer to the end of November. So we'll just have to see what happens. Could we get a few fish? Who knows? Will we get a few fish? Who knows? I'd like to thank Curtis as well for this hat that I'm wearing. I always wanted a colourful one like this, and Curtis, thank you. And let's hope it's a lucky fishing hat. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Going to be out tonight too, but I don't know if that's going to be in this video. I know there's a few cod coming out, not many, not massive, but there's the odd codling showing up. Not by here, but not a million miles from here, 20-30 minutes away. So I'm gonna have a go later, but that'll probably be in the next video. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and be the first to see it. What I'm gonna do here is just put one of my mini species rigs on when I can untangle it. Just tie that straight on. That's just like a little tiny 2-hook flapper with 2 little hooks on, which I'm gonna put bits of worm on. Be nice to pick something up from here, but as I say, I've got about an hour and it is daylight. If it was night time, I reckon them rods would have went over already. So it's a bit different in the day, innit? I'll show you this when it's baited up on the little rod, but it's basically a little 2-hook flapper with little bits of worm that's going to go on it. Just tighten that left rod up, it's slackened off a bit. The first mission here is not to blank. Well, that's a bite that is on that one. Come on then. It's a definite bite on the left rod. There's only one squid on there too. One flew off, it went over there somewhere. Hello. It's very welcome. It's probably hard for you to see the bites because the camera's right behind. When the rod does bend, you're probably not going to see any movement on the rod. Should have had the camera at the side really, but time is of the essence. The camera was put there, the bait was put on frozen and just launched out. Bite on the left one exactly the same as well. You do get a lot of lobsters around here. And that did look like little pulls and twigs. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to big it up and say it was something it wasn't. Just leave them be for a bit. I suppose we'll tell in the next 5 minutes when the baits come in, but it did look a bit lobstery. Lobstery, that's a nice word, isn't it? Lobstery. Right, let's get this rig on here. So this little scratch is set up now, just 2 little bits of worm, see what's down there. As I say, these rods keep going, like ding 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 ding, but crabs or lobsters I would say. Anyway. Check the bait in 5 or 10 minutes or so. Let's see what was happening with that one squid that was left on. I didn't bait Lazzy on because the squid was frozen, I just hooked him on. See what's going on. Okay. I couldn't see if it was the top squid or the bottom squid that come off, but they are both gone. So whatever was there, something's had it. Could have been a mini species, could have been a crab, could have been a fish, I don't know, but it's gone. That's a good sign. Might bait Lazzy these bits of squid on there, they're defrosted a bit, and go from there. Well, yeah, there's something happening, isn't there? We've got a fish on the mini rod, I think. Well, there was one on it, it had a bite. Now it's in a snag. It's all, there's a load of crabs going off. Snags and crabs. Do love a good snag and a crab session. Here we go. Here we go again. I need to check the bait on that left rod. It's been picked up for the last 10 or 15 minutes. Needs checking and changing in case them crabbies have had it, or them lobsters. Yeah, just as suspected. That was that lovely squid and crab wrap. There's nothing left of it. I don't want to use all them wraps here if the lobsters are there, because I'm going to get out on the mark that's done cod tonight, which you'll be seeing in the next video. I want to save my squid and crab for there. I've just added a big piece of fish to that bit of squid, just to keep the better bites for tonight, you see. The bites which I think I'll need tonight, I'm trying to save. Do get quite a lot of husks and congers around here, more so in the night time, but they do come out. So I'll fish the dock, probably 100 yards that way, loads of times, and caught loads of good fish from there. Always fish around here, but as I say, it is past the middle of November, all ready to go again with a little bit of black lug on a little scratching rig. I did just have another good bite off camera. It's hard to say what they are. It went over, clearly went over, but there's been nothing that's told me a definite fish, if you know what I mean. It's loads of little pulls and stuff, and the bait's getting destroyed, so there's definitely crabs and lobsters and whatever out there. Mr. Hooker's here. Well, the hooker's come, and he's got me some ragworm. Well, some old ragworm. Is it still alive?
Yeah, it should be fresh.
Because I couldn't get none earlier, there wasn't none. And ragworm down the side should do a few bites, so he could have saved the day coming here. Maybe he was meant to come and drop these worms off. Right, let's get a bit on. Oh, just had a bite on the rag straight away. Is it on? If it's on, it's tiny. No bite on the rag straight away though, which is good. Well, the squid baits have been pulled off again, so I've absolutely bound them on now. They've defrosted a bit so I can actually use them as I'd like to use them. Just bound on perfect with the up point showing. This should definitely tell me now if it's crabs or not, because it'll be on there long enough. But yeah, really not much is happening whatsoever here. Well, if I'm honest, I didn't really expect a lot to happen, because this time of year in daytime ain't the best, really, is it? Well, that's a big bite. Yeah! Fish hard! Feels good, it was a good bite, that. It's got some weight to it. I have no idea what this is, but it feels heavy, so I'm taking my time. That was a good bite, that was. It's a dogfish. It's a dirty dog. Did you see that for a bite, though? Hooker's laughing in there. Did you see that bite? Went like that and didn't stop. He just went boom.
Nobody likes to see that happen.
You know, because it was down in the deep, it felt heavy, and that bite, the bite's on camera. I think it's recording. Is the mic on? Yeah, it is on. The rod just went. I was looking at it. It just went. Just proves, don't it?
I saw the epic battle with it.
Felt heavy. Oh, he's tangling me up and everything now. God, he's a strong gun. He's a male. Look at his claspers. Let's get that bite on there in case your dog eats it. It's a fish, isn't it? A fish is a fish. Right, we're away. That'll do, that will. For now. Happy with that. I'll tell you what, you can all laugh about me making a meal of a dogfish now, can't you? It did feel heavy out there, but what it is, anybody who knows, fishing in really deep water, when they're deep, they do feel heavier. As soon as it got a bit closer in, I realised, because it just went, it was almost like the fish come off, it just went light, and it was coming in. When I first hooked into it, in that depth, it felt pretty decent, to be honest. I wouldn't have thought it was a doggy then, but it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. And what it is a blank saver, if nothing else. Right, let's see if we can get something going on these little bits of rag. Oh, that was a good bite on the rag then as well. Top one's gone. We might get some other species. Let's get a bit of worm on and go again. Let's tighten that rod up first. Oh, going off a bit. Nothing fantastic. A dog and a few bites from the little species, but for an hour, when the tide's high, you know, getting a bit of action, a few bites is what it's all about. Don't need to be all these massive specimen fish, does it? A few bites and a bit of fun. Fishing from by the car. What's not to like about it? Going to bring you around here so you can see the bites better. That should be a bit better for you. You can't quite see from behind the rods what's happening. You can't see any bites, but you should be able to pick up on these now if something happens. I tell you what, that doggy was a good bite, you know. It was one of them that just went and then just carried on. Like, I'd have not thought that was a doggy. I would have not put that down as a dog, but it was only a dog. Interesting to see exactly what's happened to the bait, them two squid that I wrapped on. There's probably nothing left. Might put a big ragworm on each one next. On the 2-hook flapper, a big rag on each one. There's still bits on. Wonder what's having a peck at them then. Something clearly, isn't it? Pecking them alive. Put half a black lug back on with each one. Send it back out. Not going to be here too long now because the tide is starting to turn. Don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's starting to rain for about the 5th time today. I'm going to sit in the car and watch the rods. Can't have the camera stuff out getting wet, but I'm still fishing. I'll bring you back if anything happens. First hook's got a big juicy rag on. Second's got a big juicy squid on. I am getting crabbed for fun, I'm not going to lie. Apart from that doggy, which gave me a big bite, there's not really much to report. I've had a couple of taps on the micro species. We are at the top of the tide now. We'll be back out later tonight in the next video. So, you know, this was literally just an hour while I was here. And you know what? It's been a brilliant hour. I've had a fish. It's only a doggy, but it stops the blank. I don't mind them. Nice bit of fresh air. And good to get out. Yeah, I'm going to sit in the car now. It's only spitting now, but it's getting blacker and blacker. I'm going to pick all that rubbish up as well. That's going. I'm going to drop it in the bin for the 2 minutes it'll take. Take your litter home, people. So as I say, I'm going to fish on for the next half hour or so, maybe a bit longer. And I'll only bring you back if I catch any more fish. If I don't catch any more fish, I've just spent the last hour from now sat in the car again. So I'll get this in and I'll see you when I get a fish. And if I don't see you, I haven't had any fish, I'll see you in the next video. Tatio!